Bleeding heart vine, a fast-growing evergreen from West Africa, boasts delicate white heart-shaped flowers with hints of scarlet. Thriving in various conditions, from full sun to partial shade, it's perfect for covering structures like arbors and fences. While not invasive, it needs support to climb. A red flowering variety adds extra color. Physical description of bleeding heart vine. The dark green heart-shaped leaves with white veins sometimes have reddish-brown edges. Flowers bloom from March to May during rainy seasons, with colors varying by location. Each leaf has 4 petals forming a fragrant flower structure reminiscent of jasmine, honeysuckle, and roses. How to grow bleeding heart vine plant. Bleeding heart vines grow quickly, preferring full sun to part shade, especially in Zone 10. Planting is straightforward. You'll need soil, water, and patience. To plant, find a sunny spot, dig a hole 3 times the size of the root ball, gently position the plant, fill with soil, and water thoroughly. For the first week, water daily to ensure moisture. Flowers should appear within 1 to 2 months. When planting along a fence, space them 3 feet apart and keep them at least 4 or 5 feet from other plants. How to grow bleeding heart vine from seed. To grow bleeding heart vine from seed, break open the dried pods and remove the bleeding heart vine seed. Plant them in the soil outdoors directly and they will sprout. Alternatively, you can also plant the seeds in a flat container inside the ground, and once they germinate, you can transplant the plant. It may take a minimum of 2 months and maximum 6 months for the bleeding heart vine seed to sprout. How to get bleeding heart vine to bloom. To bloom, the bleeding heart vine needs direct sunlight. If you don't have a garden outside, it's a good idea to keep the plant on the windowsill. Note that the plant has sufficient moisture, but is not wet, as that might result in root rot. How to care for the bleeding heart vine. Clerodendron bleeding heart is a low-maintenance plant that thrives in most conditions. It grows well without special care or equipment and doesn't need extra nutrients. It prefers partial shade, but can tolerate full shade. Ideal soil is slightly acidic to neutral and well-draining. Keep the soil slightly moist, but not waterlogged to avoid root rot. Fertilize 3 times a year and prune in early spring and fall to maintain shape and size. Regular watering, occasional shaping, and fertilization promote healthy growth and blooming. Pests and diseases associated with bleeding heart vine. Bleeding heart vine may encounter pests like aphids and snails, as well as fungal diseases like powdery mildew. Combat aphids and scale with insecticidal soap or neem oil, and manually remove snails and slugs by placing them in soapy water. For fungal diseases, use fungicide. If the plant shows signs of rot, remove and sterilize the affected area to prevent spread. Treat affected garden areas with fungicide to halt disease progression. Uses of bleeding heart vine. The bleeding heart vine offers both internal and external benefits. Its tincture can internally calm nerves after distressing incidents and externally relieve pain from bruises and sprains. Roots are harvested in summer and fall, while foliage is collected after seed pod maturity for seeding. Potting the vine adds vitality to living spaces, enhancing any room with its lively presence. Is bleeding heart vine toxic? The bleeding heart vine contains isoquinoline alkaloids that are toxic to humans and animals when ingested in large quantities, leading to liver damage and even seizures.